actually go through 3 options to use RQ. Okay, there are 3 options here. The first option, all right, the first option is hands-on. Okay, hands-on means you come into this platform and you decide to do the parameter setting, the trade setting 100% by your own. So you decide to select the coins, you do your own analysis. So this is called hands-on. Now, please understand, okay, so many people, right, they've been misinformed and they think that the robot is going to do 100% and they don't have to do anything. Come on. When we talk about automated, that is not what it meant, right? Because even if you buy an automated, even if you buy an automated washing machine, you still have to put in the clothes and you still have to do the setting, right, for the washing machine. So there is no such thing as automated washing machine where there is no human interface or human touch involved. Can you see that? So now, Royal Quantitative requires some kind of human touch. You need to define the trading, the trade setting. You need to define the coins that you want to select. So that is basically 100%. Okay, so please understand my terminology, and I call this hands-on. Okay, so if you are doing 100% manual, it is hands-on. Or you can choose hands-free. Now, hands-free is what we have, the scene strategy, which that you don't have to do the trade setting, you don't have to do the coin selection. It will be done 100% by the copy trade, which is JDWINNER scene strategy. All right, that is the second aspect of it. Now, the third aspect of it is the hybrid, whereby you can use the hands-on and you can use the hands-free. Now, this is where we are teaching you how you can use the scene strategy. So we have maximum 3 calls. And after the 3 calls, you can actually do your own manual replenishment. Okay, so stay with me and I'm going to share to you how to go about it. Because if you want to see a better trading result or better profit, you need to understand which is the best option to use. Can you understand me? So this is important. There is no one option that can actually deliver you the result that you want. No, you need to combine a few options in order to actually generate a much better return. Now, at the end of it, right, whatever option that I choose, my profit, okay, my target is around 0.5 to about 1%, or at least 15 to 30% per month. Can you see that? So now you calculate based on monthly. Don't keep calculating daily. Then you get upset. Wait for the whole month. Monitor your 30 days performance. And then you divide by 30 days. Are you able to actually achieve about 0.5 to about 1%? Can you see that? So that is basically the target. So now the question is this. How are you going to achieve this profit target? You need to know which option to use. Do you want to go hands-on? Do you want to go hands-free? Or do you want to have an hybrid where you combine both the hands-on and hands-free? Can you see that? So this is a question that you need to answer. Even I cannot answer for you. Can you see that? So that is important. So if you only use hands-free, all right, if you only use hand-free and you do scene strategy, you can't be expecting 1%, right? Because you will never get a 1% just by scene strategy alone. Can you see that? There is no such thing as guarantee, okay? So this is important for each and every one of us to understand. So now there are 3 simple steps to get started. The first is to actually register your account, right? So all of you know I have already launched Huobi, all right? I've already launched Huobi. We are providing scene strategy for Huobi. So you can even register Binance and Huobi, all right? So this is where you actually do your spot trading. And this is where you have your trading fund. Please understand that, okay? So your trading fund is 100% in your own wallet, in Binance or in Huobi. Your fund is not in the bot, okay? Not in the bot. You are not going to give to the company. No, your fund is going to be 100%, okay? In your own spot wallet. Now, once you have registered your Binance or Huobi account and you have done the KYC, next you can actually proceed to sign up for the Royal Quantitative bot, okay? So make sure there are 4 processes there. You need to sign up and then you have to deposit. So please understand, you need to deposit about $120, whereby $100 is the activation fee for you to actually run this bot, okay, for about a year. Okay, it's an annual subscription fees, $100, and $20 you leave it there for the fuel cost. Okay, so every time the trading is going on, every time it opens and closes, it will then charge you with the fuel cost. And once you have deposit, then you need to activate. So this is where once you activate, $100, okay, will actually be taken for the activation. Remaining $20 will remain in your fuel cost, okay, at your asset wallet. And finally, you need to do API binding with Binance or Huobi, or you can even do with both at the same time, all right? So it's up to you. You can take advantage even to actually sync strategy, both Huobi and both, Binance, okay? And thereafter, right? And thereafter, once your Binance is ready, your Royal Queue is ready, so simple, right? You just have to use JDWINNER and sync strategy, okay? And let the bot actually trade for you hands-free. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so this is the easiest way to introduce to anyone who is new. Okay, so instead of you confusing them on how to select the coin and how to do the trade setting, and most of them do mistake that. That's why so many of them are upset. Okay, upset with Royal Quantitative because they start to see their fund depleting immediately after they come into the platform. Why? Because they don't really know what they are doing, right? And they are still experimenting and learning. So why don't cut all those things, okay? And straight away sync strategy, so that while you are sync strategy, you will then start to learn, okay? You earn while learning, okay? Don't learn and start to earn, okay? Earn first, okay? And while you are earning, make sure you are learning at the same time, okay? Isn't that awesome? Now, so where do you get the help? Okay, so how to set up your Binance account, get into my YouTube channel. All right, there are plenty wealth of resource and information that it's like a one-stop center for the Royal Quantitative. Okay, so you can find so many, okay, so much of resources there. So please get in there and go and learn. Okay, if you want to do hands-on, you want to do sync strategy, all those informations are there. So make sure, right? Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you give a like. Okay, make sure you click the bell. Okay, make sure you get all those notifications that I'm going to post. Okay, very regularly. So now let's move into JDWINNER sync strategy and how to actually sync strategy. All right, how to do that. I'm going to guide you step by step, and we're going to do some practical over here. I'm going to show you very quickly. All right. Now, before even I proceed, let me just read up this disclaimer. All right. Most important. Now, past performance does not guarantee future result. So some of you might have seen my result, and you are dreaming and thinking that you're going to make as my result. Please understand. All right. Past performance does not guarantee future result. Market is volatile. Market is not the same every day. So please perform your own due diligence, okay, before you actually sync strategy. Second, results are not typical. All right, various factors affect the results, such as the trading fund, your first order amount, the number of strategy or the coins, your own emotions, and also market uncertainty or volatility, okay, which I will cover in FAQ2 later on. Now, disclaimer 3, sync strategy does not guarantee your trades. Okay, does not guarantee that your trades won't experience floating loss. Let me repeat that once again. Sync strategy does not guarantee that your trade won't experience floating loss. Now, when we say floating loss, this is unrealized loss. So don't get panicked. All right, don't get panicked. Just relax. Okay. So the loss is because this is the deviation between the average price and the current market price. All right. So that's the reason why you see the negative and in red. But that doesn't mean loss. Okay. Just relax and trust the process. Okay. And this deviation is because of the market volatility. So how to deal with the floating losses, I actually explained in FAQ1. I will go through with you shortly. Now, number 4, kindly read the synchronization notice in the sync strategy page before you proceed to sync strategy. Do not blame, complain, or maliciously attack the sync strategy owner for any reason whatsoever. Okay, you have to read. You must understand the risk that is involved and the reward that is involved before you actually sync strategy. Okay, I'm not just talking about me as the circle owner. There are many other circle owners too. All right. Finally, if you don't agree with the above, please, okay, abstain from synchronizing from sync strategy with JDWINNER. Okay, please understand that. And I hope everyone is clear with this disclaimer, because I don't want anyone to get bitter. All right, I want you to get better and better, not bitter. All right, that's most important. And we don't want to hear people complaining in the group just because they see minus 10% and they start to panic and complaining. We don't want to see those kind of behavior in our group. All right, so this is so important for you to understand. So now, how to do sync strategy? Okay, let me just guide you step by step. The first thing, you have to log in into your apps and you will be able to see the circle, right? So tap on the circle. So once you have tapped on the circle, you then go to the search button and look for JDWINNER. All right, look for JDWINNER, and then you click the next process is where you will find JDWINNER and search for it. Okay, you will see a yellow button. I think that will be in search, or in Chinese, actually it is a search, and search for it. And you'll be able to actually find JDWINNER ID 1146. So once you tap on that, it will bring you to the next page. All right, and in this page, all right, what you need to do is very simple. First thing, all right, read the message posted and immediately, okay, click the link and join JDWINNER Scene Strategy Telegram community. Now, once you are in the Telegram community, that is where you will get the Scene Strategy, the 80-20 wallet management. And today, I'm going to present to you another free gift, which is the coin selection matrix. So I'm going to take away all the headaches so that you don't have to use the Excel spreadsheet anymore, because I have already created the coin selection matrix where you can select from the matrix which will be the right number of coins for you. Isn't that awesome? Are you happy? All right, so now, once you have get into, right, and you have read everything, now you come back into the circle again, and now you tap, okay, you tap on the strategy for JDWINNER. All right, and you will see that there's a percentage that is basically, I think currently it should be around 1,000 plus, okay, profit percentage, which is my less than 2 months result, okay, of my trading so far. All right, so you can see, all right, I'm an active trader. I've been trading 24/7 mostly, all right, and I actually trade with huge percentage, okay. So that's basically the result, and I did that because I really want to offer this Scene strategy to the whole world, okay. So you all are fortunate to be able to be part of this team. Now, once you have done that, okay, you will then get into the Scene strategy page. Okay, so all that you need to do is tap on the Scene strategy. Number 7, okay, the 7th step is to tap on the Scene strategy. And thereafter, okay, you will come to this page. Now, this is the most important page. All right, because you need to decide 2 things, right? The first thing you need to decide is the first buy amount. Okay, so the first order amount. So what is the first order amount that you need to actually put in there? So I'm going to share with you the coin selection matrix. In that matrix, you'll be able to see the first order amount. And it will also show you the number of coins or the number of strategies. Okay, so you can then decide how many coins that you want to actually indicate over there, right? Now, the other thing you need to understand, there is a profit sharing there. So some people ask me, right, what is the cost of joining the Scene strategy? The cost, okay, it is a very insignificant cost, which is 1% from your trading profit. Now, where will this 1% deducted from your fuel cost? Can you see that? So from your fuel cost. So it is 1%, and this is a promotion for 1 month. We actually started this on the 16th of July. So I will wait until 26th, okay, of 16th of July up to 16th of August before I actually revise, okay, this profit sharing. Probably it will be double. I am not so sure that, okay. Now, the other thing, please understand, okay, do not enable synchronized opening double. Do not enable that, okay? Because if you enable that, that will disrupt all your wallet management, because we are not going to trade double here. We're going to basically trade only $10. If you enable that, then the robot will automatically open $20. It will double up your first order amount, and that is going to disrupt your whole wallet management, okay? So please do not enable. So once you have done all the setting, okay, this is the only setting that you need to do. And then you need to tap on the Scene strategy. And now the bot will be automatically picking the coins. Okay, so you don't have to decide what coins and so on. The bot will actually automatically picking those coins for you. All right. So now what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to quickly get into my bot. All right, get into my bot, and I'm going to show to you very quickly how to get these things done. Okay. Now let me just get my bot here. Just give me a minute, all right? Okay, so I hope you can see my bot here, all right? I hope you can see my bot here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to Scene strategy, okay? Let me show you step by step how to go about it. So I'm going to click on circle, and I'm going to search there. I already have JDWINNER. Okay, and I'm going to click on that, and now I will enter. So you can see the current member, okay, I've already exceeded 2,117 members. Thank you to each and every one of you truly appreciate all the support. Okay, this is a huge encouragement to see this number growing like wildfire, right? Thank you so much. Now you can also see this is the percentage, 1,152.55%. All right, it is growing because I have already activated Huobi exchange, so it will be growing much faster, right? Now you need to click here, all right? Click over there, and now you come to this page. And this page, right? Please understand, you can see here, right? Binance and Huobi. All right, so you can select between Binance and Huobi. All right, so I'm going to use Binance at this moment, and I click Sync Strategy. Now over here, right? You can see the first buy-in amount, which is 10. All right, the number of strategies 71. This is defaulted, and this amount is wrong. So please be very careful. All right. So now for the first buy-in, I'm going to remain $10, and then the number of strategy, probably for the sake of example, okay, just giving you an example, I'm going to put probably 2 here. All right. Now do not open double. Okay, do not actually do not enable this toggle. Okay, please understand that. Now, this is the synchronization notice. Please read this notice. Okay, can you see that? Please read this notice. This is very important. This is the disclaimer. If you don't agree, please do not synchronize. All right. Now, I'm going to now sync strategy. I click sync strategy. All right. I confirm. All right. So now, when I confirm, watch what happened. Okay. Watch what happened. Let's get back to the home. All right. Now you can see I have two new coins that have just come on board. Can you see that? And I've already immediately getting the profit for this coin. This is just awesome, right? So you can see here, right? Bet, which is you can see the mark here, sync strategy. ONT sync strategy. So means these two coin, okay? These two coin is currently sync strategy with JDWINNER. All right. So I hope that gives you a clear understanding. All right. So this is just one of the accounts that I'm going to show to you. All right, how this really works. So this is how you can actually sync strategy with JDWINNER. All right, don't worry about asking question. Okay, just finish. I wait until I finish, and then I will open up for you to ask any question. Just want to make sure everything is recorded, everything is clearly done sequentially, step by step, so that you can follow through this video later on. All right, now let's move to the most important, the heartbeat. The heartbeat of JDWINNER, right? The heartbeat of JDWINNER is the wallet management strategy. This is probably the first time ever in the circle in Royal Quantitative that you might heard about 80-20 rule. All right, and this is basically a proprietary rights of JDWINNER. So I've actually introduced this because of my experience doing martingale trading. All right, so let me explain to you how the wallet management works. And thereafter, I'm going to share to you the correlation with the martingale strategy. So please, all right, please listen and watch this slide very attentively. Now, I'm going to take an example of $1,000. Okay, so now this is my trading fund. Okay, I don't call this as my capital. I call this as my trading fund. And my trading fund will be in my Binance spot wallet. All right, so that simply means my spot wallet is 100% under my control, because I'm not putting this money into Royal Quantitative. My money is actually in my own Binance account. Can you see that? Now, from this $1,000, you need to divide into 80-20. All right, this is what we call 80-20. 80% goes into your trading or goes into the sync strategy, or what I call hands-free. So that will be $800. All right, now from this $800, okay, you can see that quantitative trading. So it will be actually going into the sync strategy, okay, sync strategy, quantitative trading. And there is an auto replenishment, which I've already factored in. That will be maximum 3 margin call. All right, so now what happened is that the moment you have that $800 or 80%, that will take care of all your margin calls. So you don't have to worry. All right. Now, all that the user need to do, as I mentioned to you earlier, is to requires to determine the first order amount and the number of strategies or coins. Okay. So that's all. You only need to do that. Okay. Now, the moment you do that, you leave it to the robot and the robot will handle it. So let's say if the market actually declining and go against you, you don't need to worry. Wait until the 3 calls is hit, because that 3 calls already factor in with this 80%, and that is 100% hands-free. So leave it to the robot to actually do it. Now, the moment the 3 calls are hit, All right. Now, this is where you will start to use the contingency of that 20%. So that 20% in this example is $200 is your reserve contingency fund. So you only use during market severe correction when all the three calls are triggered. Can you see that? So now this is what I call a bullet. Okay, this is your bullet. So now in the war, okay, please, okay, when I'm a trader, but I don't think like a trader. I think like a warrior. I think like I'm in the war. All right, so in the war zone, all right, please understand that is not so much technical. It is a lot has to do with tactical. So wallet management strategy is a tactical strategy. So when you are in the war zone, okay, you must have enough bullet. So now you allow the enemy to keep shooting until the enemy bullet is exhausted. So this is your red army or the red candle. So until the red candle is exhausted and lose momentum, you wait. Wait, okay, until the enemy lose all the bullets, ammunition. So now when the enemy is completely depleted, you now walk into the war zone, into the battlefield, and use that 20% to do manual replenishment. Okay, manual buy. Now you do it manually by your own self. Okay, this is what we call hands-on. Can you see that? So 80% is hands-free, will be handled by the bot, whereas the 20% is actually hands-on, that you're going to go in there and ambush the enemy and destroy the enemy and walk out of the battlefield victoriously. Can you see that? Now, this is what I call hybrid. So you combine both the hands-free and the hands-on, and now you're going to see a much, much better result. Can you see that? And this is what happened recently, right? The market went down all the way, and those who have the bullet actually managed to come out of the battle victoriously. Can you see that? Now, this is important. So I want you to think as how I think. This is so important, all right? Think this manner. If you think in this manner, as though you are in the war, in the battlefield, and you have a proper wallet management, you have a proper bullet management, you're going to actually win the war, and you're going to actually enjoy massive profit. All right? Now, please understand, okay? So this is the configuration, okay? So you don't have to do anything. I'm just going to explain to you in the practical sense, okay? Practical sense. So now, if you look into the margin configuration, okay? This is the margin configuration, which is actually 3 call, all right? The 3 call. Now, this margin configuration is done by the SIN strategy, by JDWINNER. So you shouldn't touch any of this parameter, okay? Leave this parameter. So now what is going to happen is this, okay? Let me just explain to you. Now, first order, let's say your first order is $10. Okay, so you start with the $10. Don't go too high, because the higher you go your first order, your whole fund will be depleted. All right, so always follow the wallet management strategy. So now let's say, so you go in with a $10, that is your first entry. So while you have entered, suddenly the market actually declines. Now, when the market declines, the market will actually decline and touch the first call, which is 5% from the average price. Okay, so the average price is your entry price. So once it comes down below that average price 5%, call 1 will trigger. So when call 1 is triggered, what happens here? This is multiplied by 2. That simply means it is times 2 of $10. So you can see the call 1 here, 2 times 10. So that will be $20, right? So now $20 plus the earlier first order, which is $10. Now your total order amount will be $30 cumulative. All right. So this is how the post-multiple averaging concept works. Can you see that? So now you're going to have a $30 worth when it hit the first call. Now, let's say, right, after you hit the first call, the market further goes down. And when the market goes down from the new average price, another 4%, okay, another 4%, now it will then open the next order at times 3. So you can see now at call 2, 3 times 10, that will be $30. So 30 plus the earlier $30, that will be $60. So now you have a total cumulative of $60 sitting in your order as it touched the second call. All right. Now, just imagine, right? If the market rebounds at the second call, just imagine, instead of making 1% from the $10, you're going to make 1% from the $60. Isn't that awesome? Now, this is the powerful reason why martingale strategy is so powerful. All right. Now, let's say, for example, the market further goes down and hit your final call, which is the third call, which is about 3% from the new average price. Now you can see that once you hit the third call, it will then open by 6 times of your $10. So now you can see over here, call 3, 6 times 10, that will be $60. $60 plus the earlier $60, that will be a cumulative of $120. Can you see that? So now the total, okay, maximum 3 call, maximum fund per coin. So that's why people ask, right? If I want to come in each coin, okay, each coin, I need how many coin? So now the answer is very simple here. Maximum per coin is $120. So if you have just $50, how to actually sync strategy with JDWINNER? You will not be able to. All right. So if you have $120, then you can actually do 1 coin. So you can see over here, right? If I have $800 allocated for my hands-free, so 800 divided by 120, I can actually open up how many coins. I can actually determine 6.66, or what we call, you can put it about 6 coin or 7 coin. Can you see that? So this is how you decide the number of coins. Okay. So if you have a proper wallet management, it is so easy for you to make the decision. Am I right? So the configuration is very clear. So now, what happens now? If all this, okay, if all the $800 is used up because of the margin call, you don't have to worry, because you still have $200 or 20% bullet for contingency in order to do manual replenishment. Now, this is where people make the mistake. When you do manual replenishment, you shouldn't manual replenish all the coins. You should only focus on 1 or 2 coins first. So that's the reason why 20% should be sufficient. Can you see that? It should be sufficient, because we want to tackle 1 coin at a time, not all the coin at a time. So you tackle 1 coin, that coin then triggers profit and close. Now you're going to have more fund return into your Binance wallet, and you can use that fund now to tackle the next coin. Can you see that? So this is a very, very important tactical strategy. All right. Now, if you look into the configuration here, okay, you can see over here, the margin call limit is 3. All right, it's 3. So that's the reason why if you click the margin configuration, you will be able to see there will be 3 calls there. Now the position, okay, you can see the take profit ratio. I have actually put it 1.3, and the profit callback is 0.1. Can you see that? Why? Because if you take 1.3 minus 0.1, that will be 1.2%. Can you see that? Now 1.2%, please don't forget, okay, you have to minus the fees. Binance have about 0.1% fees. Okay, and then we have some slippage costs. So if you minus the fees and the cost, that will be around an average of 1%. So my target or my parameter is to at least make 1% profit from every transaction. Can you see that? So that is the reason why I have set in this manner. All right. And then we have the buy callback, which I will explain to you, because the buy-in callback only used for the declining market for the martingale strategy. So now if you look at the margin configuration, okay, we have the margin call drop. Now, please understand the margin call drop, I will be adjusting the margin call drop according to the market condition. All right. So this margin call drop, you may see things change. For example, yesterday, if you look into yesterday, I've already adjusted it to a new margin call drop because the market is now uptrending, right? It's slowly recovering. So this is the thing that I will be doing on my side to make sure, okay, that the market trend is monitored. Now, if you look at the multiple, right, I will mostly don't change that, okay? I will maintain 2, 3, and 6, because if I change the multiple buy-in ratio, then your wallet management will be interrupted. Okay, can you see that? Because your trading fund then will have to change. So I'm not going to change this, but I can change the margin call drop. So the margin call drop will never affect your wallet management. Can you understand me, all right? So that's basically how it works. Now, this is going to be an exciting illustration. Okay, how does JDWINNER Martingale strategy work? So how do I combine the 80-20 into the Martingale strategy? Let me explain to you one by one. Okay, so please, okay, watch this attentively. So now, if you look, all right, if you look here, I'm using a sample, okay, an example of MATIC pair, okay, MATIC USD pair, and the first order amount is $10 and the average price, okay, can you see the average price is 1.7909. So now, when the order is placed, okay, or when the order is executed, and the market goes all the way, let me show you the first scenario, okay, this is the first scenario. So when the market goes all the way up to 1.3 and then profit callback at 0.1, it will then sell. Can you see that? It will sell automatically and it will take an average of 1% profit over here. Now, in some instances, the market can even go all the way up. So if the market go, let's say 5% all the way up, the same thing, it will call back 0.1, but now when it sells, you're going to enjoy a much greater profit. So just imagine, all right? Just imagine that is 4.9% of your $10 that you started with, all right? Now let's say, all right? Now just imagine what happens here. Now this is where we have the callback. So the market goes up, but instead of going and hitting 1.3, it call back. Okay, call back 0.5%, and then the market declines by minus 5%. So now watch what happened. 1.79, the average price, it comes down by minus 5% to $1.7191. Can you see that? So that is the difference of 5%. So when it hit, okay, when it hit this point, it will then trigger a buy order. Can you see that? Trigger a buy order, and at this point, it will be multiplied by 2. So 2 times 10, that will be $20. But earlier, I have a $10, right? So that will be a total of $30 floating. Can you see that? So now, let's say, for example, at this point, the market actually reversed. Okay? The market reversed in our favor. All right? Now, please understand, when come to the margin call, okay, it will no longer remain the first average price. Now, when the margin call happens, your average price will come down. All right. So now you can see your average price is much lower. So when the bot actually goes up, it will go to the average price, and that average price is 0. So from that average price, it has to go up 1.3%. So it goes up 1.3% and call back 0.1. Now it will sell at 1% average profit, but not at $10, at $30. Can you see that? Now, so that is the reason why when the market goes down, you should be happier, because you have much bigger position amount, because if that closes at that bigger position amount, you're going to then reap much bigger profit. So I don't know why people are panicking when the market is going down, because at the end of it, there is not going to be any losses there. There is no cut loss. There is no such thing as a margin call that you hear in the Forex and so on. No. All right, so your fund, it is still secure there. Now, if the market doesn't reverse, okay, if the market doesn't reverse, but it goes further down, all right, and call back 0.5, now it goes down by another 40%, it will then trigger a buy order, which is multiplied by 3. So 3 times 10, that will be $30, and earlier I have a floating of $30, so my cumulative floating now will be $60. Now, look at the average price. Now the average price has come down further, right? Has come down further to the current price, all right? So now if the market actually reverse, okay, and go beyond the new average price above 1.3%, it will then call back 0.1 and then sell at profit. But now it will sell at profit at $60 at 1%. Can you see that? So you're going to profit much greater, because now you got a higher total position amount. All right. Now, if the market, okay, goes further down, all right, go further down by 3%, it will then trigger a buy order. Now it will be 6 multiplied by 6, okay? So that will be $60. And I have a $60 earlier, so that will be a total of $120. Now, watch the beauty of it. If the market actually rebounds here and actually go above the new average price, all right, and go up 1.3% and closes at 0.1, I will then, okay, the bot will sell at 1% average profit, and now it will be $120 times 1%. Wow. Are we blessed? You are blessed. Can you see that? Although the market comes down because of the Martingale strategy, and it is done automatically, hands-free by the bot, you are going to be blessed because all that you need to do is just wait for the market to rebound. Now, look at this. Just imagine, okay, this is the fifth scenario. Oh, sorry, this is the sixth scenario. Just imagine, right? If the market actually go all the way up, okay, all the way up at your original average price and above, now this is a 10% movement. Just imagine if the market goes 10% all the way and call back profit at 0.1, now your profit is going to be 9.9% times $120. Isn't that powerful? Now, this is massive, right? This is massive. And market can happen in this manner. All right. So that is the thing that we need to understand here, how the Martingale strategy works. Now, the good news is this. If you use JDWINNER SYN strategy, all these things are already taken care automatically, hands-free, based on your wallet management. So you don't have to do anything for the maximum 3 calls. Can you see that? So now, what happens if the market goes further down? Now, if the market goes further down, you have 2 options. The first option, do nothing. All right, do nothing. Just let the market go down and then the market will reverse. But if you want to do a hands-on manual replenishment, you can do a hands-on here. So you can use the 20%, the contingency reserve fund that you have, and you can do a manual replenishment. Can you see that? Now, that is the beauty of why you need that contingency fund. So you can do manual replenishment and quickly, all right, quickly turn around your profit-making time, all right? Turn around the floating time so that you can then quickly see the profit, all right? So can you see the beauty of the 80-20 rule and how the 80-20 rule is embedded into the margin call, or what we call a martingale? All right. So this is the beauty. All right. This is the beauty, and this is what makes JDWINNER strategy or JDWINNER SYN strategy difference. Okay. And this is why you can take advantage of it. So you must understand. So are you going to do this? You are not going to do anything. This is the mechanism, how it works behind the scene. You don't even have to understand it. You just have to trust the process and let the bot actually work for you. All right. Isn't that amazing? Now, let me just quickly show you in the bot. All right, in the bot. Let me get back to the bot. Okay, now, so you can see, all right, we have two here, right? We got 2 here, BET and ONT, and both are basically red, right? Now you can see that the percentage is only 0.43, 0.63. It's not really big, right? So it's not a big issue because it does not even touch my first call. How do I know? So if you actually click here, right, you can see over here, right? Number of calls, it is still 0. All right, it is still 0. Right? Now, I'm going to quickly show to you how to do manual replenishment because many people, okay, they want to learn about the manual replenishment. So let me show you, right? In case, okay, let me take ONT about 0.7. I'm going to just use this as an example. So how do you do manual replenishment with your contingency fund? Very simple. Just click, okay, on the ONT, and now you see over here, right? The position amount here is $10. Now, can you see that? That is more than $10, right? This is basically the fees, okay? These are the slippage, okay? So it will never be the same amount as you put in. There will be always an extra cost there, okay? So this is your position amount, and then your position quantity and return rate. This is minus 6%, all right? So now I want to show you an example, okay? This trade has never touched my 3 calls yet. But I just want to do a sample to show you how to do the manual buy. Okay. So when you hear the word replenishment, that is actually buy. Okay. Manual buy. So you click on the buy. All right. So now when you click on the buy, right? On the buy, now I'm going to show to you what I normally do. All right. So make sure it is actually at the market price. Can you see that? This is a market price. So if you click on the market price, then you can actually put in the amount that you want the trigger price to be. But I don't use this, okay? So I'm going to use market price. So click on the market price. So once you click, it will be yellow. So I'm going to follow the exact current market price. Okay, now watch here, right? Estimated average price and estimated holding price and losses. So now, when you key in, okay, at the bottom here, I'm going to key in the amount of the margin call. So my strategy, all right, always is the same amount as my current position amount. So my current position amount is about $10, right? So I'm going to put the same amount, which is $10. Now, watch what happened. When I put in the $10, it will give me a simulation. What will be the estimated holding profit and loss? So now you can see from 0.68%, it becomes 0.34%. So that is an improvement of how many percent? 50%. So now this is the important information that you need to know. So the moment you put the same amount, you will bring down or improve that percentage by 50%. Now just imagine, all right? Just imagine if this loss is minus 50%, all right? And if you put $10, it will then improve by 50%, which is to minus 25%. So that is the reason why the lower it goes, the better it is. All right, let it go all the way down as bottom as possible, and you wait patiently, because the same amount can either give you a bigger percentage of improvement. So that's the reason why should you go in at minus 5%? Why should you go in at minus 10%? You should go in at the bigger minus, right? The bigger the minus, the better the improvement that you're going to see. So now, let's say, for example, right, I'm going to go for this, so I'm going to execute. So how do I execute? I click confirm. So when I click confirm, now what happens here? Can you see that? My return rate now has come down by 50% to 0.32%. So if my return rate earlier was 10%, this will be how much? It will be 0.5%. So 50% reduction. Now, what happens to my position amount? My position amount has increased, right, to $20. Can you see that? Has increased to $20. So I bring down the return rate, I improve the return rate, but my position increases, right? And what happens to my quantity? My quantity also increases because now I am buying low. So when I buy at the lower price, I'm going to have more quantity. Can you see that? So now just what happened here, right? My average price is now has come down closer to the current price. So now you can see a take profit trigger, right? So if the market actually reverse and hit 0.6186, which is above my average price, it is going to close for me in profit at about 1.3%, right? So now when it hit my profit, will I be earning from my earlier $10 or $20? I will be earning 1% from my $20. Will I now earn a greater profit? Absolutely, right? Now, this is the beauty of 80-20 rule. This is the beauty of your martingale strategy. This is the beauty of understanding how to do the manual replenishment, especially after the third call. Can you see that? You don't have to do earlier. Just leave it to the robot to handle it for you, right? And you just have to do it later on. Now, some people say, if I don't want to do, is it okay? Yes, it's absolutely okay if you don't want to do. Okay, but then you need to wait a little bit more longer. All right, but if you do manual replenishment, you probably will be able to get out of that trade much faster. Okay, so that is how the 80-20 rule actually works. Okay, so I hope, all right, I hope you are excited. I hope this gives you so much of insight, knowledge, okay, and understanding, because you have to grasp it. Okay, I know some of us are new. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, because you don't have to read technical chart. This is tactical. All right, this is tactical. So you don't have to be there and reading all those analysis of the charts and so on. Just forget about it, because coins are changing every hour. Every hour the coins are changing. How are you going to do any kind of analysis? All right, don't waste your time on that, okay? Because it is more tactical than technical. All right, now let me show you the buy concept here, okay? Just one more time. Let us just revise this once again. Now you can see here, this is an example of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin average price is 36,641. All right, so we have the callback trigger, okay, which is about 35, right? So now you can see over here, right? you can see over here, the first call will be 4% multiplied by 1. Okay, now this is just an example. Okay, don't take this figure. I'm using this as an example to just elaborate on this concept. Okay, please understand that. Now, look at this. Okay, my original price that I entered in is at 36,000, and that is my first order limit at $10. Okay, so I go in with $10 at the current price. Now, imagine when the market goes down by 4%, right? When the market goes down by 4%, as determined in the margin call, there will be a callback trigger price, right? So that will be what happens now at minus 4%. The bot will actually buy multiply by 1 in this example. That will be $10. Can you see that? So now what happens when the bot actually buy, okay, at this callback? What happens? Now can you see when the replenishment is done, your average price now, instead of 35,175, it will improve by 50%. Can you see that? It will improve by 50% to 35,905. And now, instead of minus 4%, it is minus 2%. So your total order amount now increases by $20. Can you see that? So now just imagine if the market actually rebounds above your new average price and hit 1.3%, you're going to profit and walk out of this trade. Now, this is a concept of replenishment or buy concept. Okay, so this is how the martingale strategy actually works. Okay, so I hope I'm giving you clear example. Okay, clear example so that you can grasp and understand it. Okay, and even if you don't understand now, watch this video again and again. Okay, until you get it. Okay, until you get it. All right, great. Let's move on. So now this is exciting. Remember last week, I think 2 weeks back, I did introduce you or give you a special gift, right? Which is the auto spreadsheet, where you can determine the first order amount and the number of strategies or coin based on the 80-20 rule. And this is an auto spreadsheet. Now, today I have a good news for you. Okay, you don't have to use the auto spreadsheet because I have created a coin selection matrix. So now in this matrix, all that you need to know, right? You can see the first order amount here, $10, $20, $30, all the way to $1,000. And this is your trading fund, okay? 120, 240, 360, 480. So this is your trading fund in your Binance wallet. So now, just take an example, right? If you have $120 and you use, okay, and you actually, your first order is $10, how many coins do you need? Just one coin. But if you have $240, now just watch what happens. If you go first order $10, you can actually open for 2 coins. But if you want to go for $20, you can only select how many coins? Only 1 coin. So now this then, okay, this matrix will give you a much easier, okay, determination to determine which coin you want to select. Now please understand, okay, the higher the first order, the lesser the coin. All right, the lesser the coin. Okay, the lower the first order, the more the coin. But please understand also, right, that when I'm trading in the scene strategy, I'm only trading maximum 15 coin in the Binance. All right, so now if you look at this example, let's say for example you have $10,000. For the $10,800, if you go for $10 as your first amount, you can actually open how many coins? 72 coins. This will be ridiculous, right? Because I'm only trading how many coins? 15 coins. So what you need to do, go and look for below 50. So now you can see there is 14 there, right? Now 14 means your first order amount will be 50. So you put 50 and then you open for how many coins? 14 coins. Can you see that? So in this manner, now you don't have to get back to the Excel sheet any longer, right? So you just need to use this coin selection matrix, and that will solve all the problems. Now, please understand, you will see why there is a yellow and why there is a blue. Now, the yellow here means for those who have a low capital, all right? Low capital. So when they come in with lesser than $500 or lesser than $600, they can use, they don't have a contingency plan. Okay, they don't have a contingency fund. All right, so means they're using 100%. All right, so that's the reason why this is yellow. But those that you see in blue are basically those who this is the recommended capital strategy. So you have 600 and over, right? If you use 600 and over, then you will see using 80% instead of 100%. So means you will have a balance of 20% as your contingency fund. Can you see that? So that's basically the whole idea of it, because we want to be fair with those who have a low capital. Okay. Now, I have put over here, right? Maximum number of coin or pieces for scene strategies should not exceed 15 coins at any single time. Okay. So please understand that. Okay. So now, this is going to be exciting. I hope you are excited there. And I'm going to put this matrix in the group later on. All right. So everyone who comes into the JD Winner scene strategy, this is it. They just need to know what is the fund they have. All right. This fund, okay, this fund allocation is standard. Okay. So now, if they have $100, make sure they have 120. All right, can you see that? Make sure minimum is 120, and they can go for first order amount, which is $10, which is 1 coin. Can you see that? So that is basically how it works. Okay. All right.